Hey guys, it's Lemon here and welcome back to another Wild Horse Islands video. So in this video we are going to be talking about naturally dyed horses, what they are, and how you can get them. Naturally dyed horses are only obtainable during events, and they are horses that are found in the wild with any coat, however they are found with a dyed mane and tail. And that dye that the horse is naturally found with depends on what event is actively going on. So for example, if the summer event is actively happening, you are going to be able to find naturally dyed horses with any of the summer limited dyes. If the fall event were going on, you would be able to find any of the wild horses with naturally dyed fall hair dyes. If it were spring, you would be able to find them with the spring hair dyes, etc. These horses also have a tag that says naturally dyed so that you can be sure. For example, here, this is my horse Pearl. She is not naturally dyed. I used a set of dyes to dye her mane and tail. She does not have the tag, and it also mentions that her mane and tail are dyed right there. So how do you get these naturally dyed horses? Well, naturally dyed horses have two ways of being obtained, both of which must take place during an active event. The first way you can get naturally dyed horses is by catching them in the wild. Naturally dyed horses have a 1 in 750 spawn chance. In comparison, island unique hares have a 1 in 1,000 spawn chance, so naturally dyed horses are still quite rare. There's also an additional chance of the horse being naturally dyed as a mismatch with two event colors, and this chance is 1 in 100, which is on top of the 1 in 750 chance, so those horses are even rarer. Naturally dyed horses are able to spawn on any island, including mainland, so you can pick whichever island you like best to go hunting for them and use whichever hunting method you prefer, whether that be looking at all the spawns, catching all the horses and then checking back at the spawns, doing some other route that you like to do when hunting for horses. Whichever works best for you, you can go ahead and do that. However, they are quite rare, so it may take a bit until you are able to find one. Now, if you don't like hunting for horses in the wild, they also happen to spawn in Hogan's shop. So during these events, naturally dyed horses have a chance of spawning in Hogan's horse stall. So if you go around and you check Hogan shops during events, there is a chance that one of these horses that is naturally dyed will spawn in the shop. If you happen to find one in the shop, they will also just be available for regular tokens rather than event tokens, which is quite nice. But because they are so rare in the wild, they are also quite rare to find in the shops. I'm unsure of whether or not one of the rare horses for sale in chat messages pops up if there's one in store. But if I find an answer to that, I will update you guys in the comments. And then finally, naturally dyed horses are also tradable. So if you aren't able to find a naturally dyed horse in the wild, if you aren't able to find a naturally dyed horse in any of Hogan's shops, you can, of course, just go into the trading hub and try and trade for them. Reminder that these horses are quite rare, especially when the event is not actively going on. So you may need to pull together quite a good offer depending on the hair color as well as the breed of that horse. But yeah, that is all that I have for this video. Those are the ways that you can obtain naturally dyed horses. I hope that it helped you guys out, and I wish you guys luck in getting them. Goodbye, everybody.